Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a new 30-minute full body workout. I appreciate y'all being here today. It's going to be a great workout. I can't see anybody for these workouts, so relax, feel good, right? Make sure you put yourself in a good environment. So you want to keep coming back, right? Each exercise that we do is 40 seconds to a minute, 20 to 30-second rest period in between. We're doing a lot of supersets today, so I think it's going to be a good script. Put yourself in one of the training categories, right? Either be trainer pace, faster than trainer pace, or slower than trainer pace. These are the three difficulty levels. So trainer pace is keeping up with me, right? Faster than trainer pace, you got a lot of energy. You're going more reps, more sets, and then slower than trainer pace is you can't quite keep up with the trainer. You're trying to expand your range of motion, or you're here for a certain goal and you're here for, right? So let's get to it. First exercise, reverse lunges, right? Let's get going. Alternate. Keep a good consistency here. 30 seconds. Right, good core, good spine, right? You can hold the weight if you want to. Ten seconds. Almost there. And stop. Good job. So now we're going to get a superset right into hover push-ups. So we're getting right into the thick of things. So we're down on the ground, right? So wider arms, wider stance, right? Of course, you can do just from your knees, right? You can do this from your knees, but if you can't, upright, side to side, right? And the trick here is actually just focusing on the bent arm side. So your mindset's on bent arm. You're pushing with your chest, single arm. It's like a single arm B stance push-up, right? So you're focused on pushing, then you shift to the other side through that push. So it's not even about, think of the arm straight as just like for show. It's just kind of for show, the hover push-up, right? All right. 40 seconds of just trying to do this. Ready? And begin. So a little pop. If you're someone who's actually doing this, a little pop. Right? 30 seconds. Kind of do like a little dead stop. Laying down for a second, pop it up. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Whew. See, that's a tough superset. If you're someone who can't do these, just do regular push-ups. Maybe even get into a plank, because we don't really got any planks in the near future, if at all, today, right? So even focus on just planking or just doing regular push-ups if you can't do these. All right, so now we're going to go reverse lunges. All right, we're going to go here. 3, 2, 1, begin. $30 seconds. Even try shifting your head like over your foot, right? Try and shift your head over your foot when you're doing this, right? Good zigzag in the leg. A little zigzag in the leg. A little zigzag here. 10 seconds. And stop. Good job. Good job. Sliding down. All right, these hovers. All right, push-ups, planks, kneeling, hover push-ups, or you keep it up with me. Ready. And again. because you have the ability to go side to side is harder. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Whoosh. Again, right after it, dude. I mean, doing this at home with no equipment, doing reverse lunges, do a bunch of lunges, and then doing those at home, like that's going to make you feeling ripped with no equipment, right? All right. Go again in 3, 2, 1, begin. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. All right. We're getting after it, these push-ups. It's a quick little squirt. Little swiggeroo. All right, last round here. Let's get these hovers. Let's get these hovers ready. And again. Twenty seconds. And stop. Here it is. All right, we're keeping it strong. So now we're getting into cross lunges, right? Cross lunges. So more knee dominant movements. Now I feel like a new thought process for me is more intensity is doing more knee dominant movements, especially at home with no equipment, right? So you've got no equipment, a little bit more excessive knee dominant stuff to really get that workout in, right? Cross lunges. So head over foot again, reaching behind you. Head over foot, right? Whole time, 40 seconds. Continue. Let's just continue here. Ten seconds. And stop. Good job. So now we're supersetting this with tricep extensions from a crab position. All right, so kind of our hands are feet just like this, right? And we're gonna, so really getting your shoulders extended too. You want to focus on squeezing your shoulders, chest up. Then if you can't lift your body up, and just dip your elbows back and forth. So just go. Start going with that with me right now. But focusing on also your shoulder blades, right? Focus on being like good shoulder stability, right? Really focus on good stability in the shoulders. Through the hands. Good bends. Because we're trying to simulate tricep extensions here, right? So doing like dips at the gym, 10 seconds. The hips are just going up and down. I'm not doing anything. It's just all from the arms. And stop. Getting that work in. Getting that work. Good quality work. Whew. At home. No equipment here. 10 seconds. Ready. And begin. Good core, good spine. All right, again, you can have some weight. So even at the gym, you can obviously do this. But this is a higher intensity workout, right? 10 seconds. And stop. Good job. Good job. So now we're going down into those triceps, right? You get down there. Going here in 3, 2, 1, begin. $20 seconds. And stop. There it is. There it is. All right, I got one more round. One more round, 20 seconds. Longer rest here. Doing good. Doing good. All right, guys. Last set. Let's get this, okay? Ready. And begin. $20 seconds. $10 seconds. And stop. Okay. Last set of these tricep extensions. All right, dude. Let's get this. Let's get this work ready. And yeah. Those shoulders high. Boom. Not hip thrusts. Not thrusting. No excessive thrust in the hips. You definitely move your hips just a little bit naturally, but we're not thrusting, isolating the arms, isolating the triceps. You are so trying to have shoulder stability in your scapula shoulder blade area. Your backside, 10 seconds. Letting it stretch and really feeling the volume come out diagonally through the back. Good job. All right, so this is a higher intensity workout. So we're going to keep the intensity high for the duration of the time. So now we're going to go side lunges. All right, side lunges. All right, so one side at a time. So side down, up. We're going to alternate. Do a little alternating here. Begin, of course. Go a little longer time. Let's keep this tough. 30 seconds. All right, really embracing impact. Right, embracing impact. $10 seconds. And stop. Good job. So now we're going to superset this with Cali tricep extension. So we're down. right? Arms down. Right? Trying to put pressure, trying to shift ball forward. So you're trying to get like tight. You don't want to be like long here. You want to be like kind of tilting on your knees, applying pressure and pushing up. Hope you get nice and tight. Down, guys. So really trying to shift your weight onto your elbows and extend through. Try to really push through. Super tight elbows. Super tight elbows. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. There we go. Get rest. Now get rest. There you go. Good job. Good job. 20 seconds when you're back to these side lunges. Ten seconds. Ready. And begin. Oh no, side lunges, side lunges. No, alternate here, alternate. There you go. My bad, my bad. Boom. 30 more seconds on this. Embrace what it takes to absorb the impact of this exercise, getting deep into side lunges. Ten seconds. And stop. Excellent. Now we're getting those calf tricep extensions. Short rest. Hitting this again. 3, 2, 1, go. If it's easy, like hold it down. If it's easy, hold it down. Let there be tension on this. Ten seconds. And stop. Good job. Good job. All right. We're up. We got one more round. So we're taking a rest. Prepping our minds. Go hit this hard. One more time. A lot of work done. If you're still with me, there we go. There we go. All right. 5 seconds here. Side lunges ready. And begin. Boom. It's okay if your heel comes off the ground. It's okay. Right? However you want to do these side lunges. Right? Different ways. Being really flexible. Here's going another 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Let's go. All right, last of these calf tricep extensions. Whew. All right, ready. And begin. And stop. Great. Great job. So at this point, our legs are a little bit wobbly, right? So We're going to do a single leg balancing deadlift here. And we're going to do a superset with good mornings. And we'll see how I feel by the time we get this. Maybe just focus on this no superset. Might be something that makes a little more sense. Try on one leg. Right, a tree from the ground. Pop up. And just begin, right? Trying to be on one leg, bracing your core. Just try and touch the ground. Switch sides. Let's just switch sides. And stop. So we're not going to superset. We're just going to focus on that, right? We'll try and just keep it 20-second rest. So this is already a high intensity class. So let's keep the intensity up, shorter rest periods, right? If you can keep up. If you can keep up. Ready, and begin. Switch. Ten seconds. And stop. Good job. Last round. Last round. 10 seconds, we're going to do this. 10 seconds, we're going to do this. All right. Let's get this in 3, 2, 1, begin. Switch. Legs are tired. Legs are tired. 10 seconds. And stop. All right. Last set. Last set of these. And one more. All right, let's get these. Let's get these last set. Ready. And begin. Switch. And stop. Right. Great job. So now we're laying down on the ground. Right? We're going to go, we'll see how this flows out. All right, so we're going to be down, single leg hamstring hold. Right? Now, yeah, let's hold this. All right, so now kneecaps are open. Lift up, chop a leg off. Let's hold. Let's hold it 20 seconds each side. So we want our kneecaps more open. If you can't do this, you can have both legs on the ground. So you can put this leg down and change the degrees in which you change the intensity level. That will help. Switch sides. Let's switch sides. On this one, we're definitely pushing through the heel, right? Focusing on our spine as well. Really focusing on our spine, trying to be solid. And stop. All right, we're supersetting this with a glute bridge now. So we're laying down on the ground, legs bent. Now pump up. Let's pump up and down. Trying to fully extend our hips. Open your hips as much as you can. Open your hips as much as you can. Open your hips as much as you can. That's the point of your glutes. Focus on that. You get a huge glute pump in order to attain that objective I command you to do. 30 seconds here. Don't even have to be flat-footed on this. You could be on your toes, right? Play with the different pressure points in your feet in order to do extension of your hips. 10 seconds. And stop. The point, at this point in the workout, our legs are tired, right, from all of the beginning exercises. So simple moves like being on one leg and do these glute bridges. Not easy stuff when you're tired. Definitely not. We're almost there. Almost there. Let's get these single leg hamstrings again in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Ten seconds. Switch. And stop. Good job. Now we're going to pump these glute bridges out. Let's go here. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. All right, we got one last round. We're right to finish. We're going to get this. All right, single leg hamstring holds in 3, 2, 1. Let's hold it. Switch. Really get that back, get that spine in it. If you can't do one leg, it's just 2 legs. 10 seconds. Definitely tough. Then stop. All right. 10-second rest. Then we hit these glute bridges. And we're out of here. Then the work's done. Then go do some extra credit or something. I don't know, whatever, but you did this. Ready, and begin. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Here we go. Well done, everybody. Here's another round of applause. I'm tired. Whew. I'm exhausted. That was a good workout. And we were at home and we didn't know, used no equipment for it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all at the next workout.